Georgia woman accused of child cruelty, a disturbing case. Imagine a world where the very people entrusted to protect children become their tormentors. This is the chilling reality exposed in Hall County, Georgia, where a young woman stands accused of unimaginable acts of cruelty against a defenseless toddler. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. The story begins with a flicker of concern, a whisper of something amiss. In December, authorities began investigating reports of abusive activities at a residence in Hall County. This initial probe led to the arrest of 24-year-old Brooke Morgan Bestpitch in February. The initial charge was reckless conduct, a seemingly mild label for a deeply disturbing allegation. Bestpitch was accused of providing a child with marijuana and allowing him to smoke it. This act alone raised serious questions about her fitness as a caregiver. But the true horror lay hidden, waiting to be unearthed. A search of Bestpitch's cell phone and Snapchat account revealed a trove of digital evidence that painted a far more sinister picture. What investigators discovered was enough to send shivers down their spines. Videos and photos surfaced, depicting scenes of unimaginable cruelty. The images showed a child, a vulnerable toddler, subjected to acts of torture that defy comprehension. The digital evidence became the key to unlocking the full extent of the abuse. The evidence revealed the child bound and helpless. He was hogtied with belts and yarn, his tiny limbs constricted, his freedom stolen. But the depravity didn't end there. The footage showed Bestpitch yanking the child by the neck with a dog leash. The image is seared into the minds of those who have seen it. A dog leash, meant for controlling an animal, used as a weapon against a defenseless child. The leash constricted around the child's neck, a symbol of dominance and control, a tool of torture. The Hall County Sheriff's Office, confronted with this horrifying evidence, acted swiftly. The initial charge of reckless conduct was superseded by a far more serious accusation: first-degree child cruelty. This charge reflects the severity of the alleged abuse. First-degree child cruelty carries significant penalties, reflecting society's abhorrence of such acts. It signals a commitment to holding perpetrators accountable for the immense harm they inflict on vulnerable children. The victim in this case is a toddler, a child in the earliest stages of life. The relationship between Bestpitch and the child remains undisclosed, adding another layer of mystery and concern to the case. The child's age makes the abuse all the more heinous. It is unclear whether the child sustained physical injuries as a result of the abuse. However, the psychological trauma inflicted by such acts can be devastating and long-lasting. The scars of abuse can linger for a lifetime. Bestpitch was arrested on Friday and booked into the Hall County Jail. However, she was released on Saturday after posting an $11,200 bond. This release raises questions about the system's ability to protect vulnerable children. The decision to release Bestpitch on bond has sparked outrage and concern among many. Some argue that the severity of the charges warranted a higher bond or even denial of bail. The case highlights the ongoing debate about balancing the rights of the accused with the need to protect potential victims. This case is significant for several reasons. It highlights the severity of the alleged abuse and the vulnerability of children in our society. It also underscores the importance of vigilance and the need for effective systems to protect children from harm. The ongoing investigation into the welfare of the child is paramount. Authorities must ensure the child's safety and well-being, providing the necessary support and resources to help him heal from this traumatic experience. The child's future depends on it. Child abuse is a pervasive and insidious problem that affects children of all ages, backgrounds, and socioeconomic statuses. It can take many forms, including physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and neglect. The consequences of child abuse can be devastating and long-lasting. Children who experience abuse are at increased risk for a wide range of physical, emotional, and behavioral problems. These problems can include depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, substance abuse, and suicidal thoughts. Child abuse can also interfere with a child's cognitive development and academic performance. In this case, technology played a crucial role in exposing the abuse. The discovery of videos and photos on Bestpitch's cell phone and Snapchat account provided irrefutable evidence of her actions. This highlights the importance of digital forensics in investigating child abuse cases. Technology can be a double-edged sword. While it can be used to facilitate abuse, it can also be used to document and expose it. Law enforcement agencies must stay abreast of the latest technological advancements to effectively investigate and prosecute child abuse cases. Protecting children from abuse is a shared responsibility. We all have a role to play in creating a safe and supportive environment for children. This includes being vigilant and reporting any suspected cases of abuse or neglect. If you suspect that a child is being abused or neglected, don't hesitate to report it to the authorities. You can contact your local Child Protective Services agency or law enforcement agency. Your report could save a child's life. While this case is particularly disturbing, it is not an isolated incident. Child abuse is a systemic problem that requires a comprehensive and coordinated response. This includes strengthening child protective services, providing support for families in crisis, and educating the public about child abuse prevention. We must also address the root causes of child abuse, such as poverty, substance abuse, and domestic violence. By creating a more just and equitable society, we can reduce the risk of child abuse and create a brighter future for all children. Even after a child is removed from an abusive situation, the road to recovery can be long and arduous. Children who have experienced abuse often require specialized therapy and support to heal from their trauma. This therapy can help them process their experiences, develop coping skills, and build healthy relationships. It is also important to provide support for the child's caregivers, whether they are foster parents, relatives, or adoptive parents. These caregivers need to be equipped with the knowledge and skills to provide a safe and nurturing environment for the child. The legal process in child abuse cases can be complex and challenging. Prosecutors must gather evidence, build a strong case, and present it to a jury. The goal is to hold the abuser accountable for their actions and ensure that justice is served. It is important to remember that the legal process is not always perfect. Sometimes abusers are acquitted or receive lenient sentences. However, we must continue to strive for a system that is fair, just, and effective in protecting children. This case serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of children and the importance of protecting them from harm. We must all be vigilant and take action to prevent child abuse. This includes reporting suspected cases of abuse, supporting organizations that work to protect children, and advocating for policies that promote child safety. The future of our society depends on the well-being of our children. By working together, we can create a world where all children are safe, healthy, and able to reach their full potential. The Brooke Morgan Bestpitch case is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind closed doors. It demands our attention, our outrage, and most importantly, our action. Don't let this story fade into the background. Educate yourself on the signs of child abuse. Support organizations dedicated to protecting children. And if you suspect a child is in danger, report it immediately. Your voice, your action could save a life. Visit the Child Help USA website, childhelp.org, to learn more and find resources. Share this video to raise awareness, and let's work together to create a world where every child is safe and loved.